Please, say something.
Diana.
What is it?
You're on my hand.
Just stay calm, I'll take you out. Your harmonized toast when I gave you mine. So much energy to draw.
Did it work? Are they safe?
I think so. Give me cover. If they stick to the plan, we should be miles deep before another group just through.
Good. You need to be gone when I do.
Fat chance, old man. You're my only family, and I'm not leaving you in here. Damn it, why can't I move this thing?
You're as stubborn as your grandmother.
This is all my fault. I just listened to you.
No, you're right. I deserved every word.
Just forget about that, please. It doesn't matter.
It does. But you've been keeping secrets so long. It's hard to stop. There are things you have a right to know.
We'll have the time later.
Stop.
Come on. Damn it.
Damn. Stop. You know, back on Earth, my father believed you had to confess your sins if you want to be forgiven. He never got the chance, but maybe this is mine.
The Earth was a troubled place when I left it. I was 32 when they recruited me. A bold and lucrative opportunity to be part of an expedition to an unexplored world. 50 years ago now. 50 years of living with the consequences of my choices. 50 years since I damned us all. Stay here while I track it down.
Kovac, Dr. Kendrick Kovac. Don't call me Kenny.
Hey, my name's Hutchings. We're in the Frenchman's approach. So, you're not packing a long-range firearm, are you?
Not on me. But somewhere in that ship, I got a 30-06 little family heirloom. No idea where it's packed. Got my pistol, though.
Good enough. Give me a second.
I'm going to retire to the relative safety of the interior. Good luck up here.
You folks are lucky you made it down in one piece. That storm came out of nowhere. Dr. Roman insists your entry corridor was clear, so who knows what that was about. He's been wrong about a lot of things lately. Oh, what magnificent specimen. Please, kill them.
So this is what the recruiter meant by non-aggressive indigenous creatures.
Oh, buddy, you're going to learn to take things Nevik tells you with a grain of salt. In fact, some days you might need a bucket of this stuff. You sound like Diaz. Hey, say what you will. She raised some valid questions. Yeah, sure. You mean she bad on insane conspiracy theories every time you're trying to drink in peace? Why even work for a company if you accuse her of such things?
Who's this Diaz? Sounds like a character.
She's the one you're replacing. A contractor like you and I. Until she disappeared. Man, this supply drop couldn't come sooner. We need the British stale, and also the pornography. That's right, ex-con. Oh, son of a bitch! What's happening there? Have you been killed?
No, I made it in one piece somehow. What now?
Your environment suit is within umbilical range of my rig. You should be seeing extra tactical readouts. Minimap, radar, loadout details, as long as you stay close to the rig. Tu me comprends?
Good deal.
Use your radar to see advancing enemies. Look now! Hey, Ruby, pick up the glowing orange blood the animals leave behind. You will need it for later, n'est-ce pas? Snowcat's been damaged. Hey, you're in construction, right? See if you can repair this thing.
Yeah, I see the problem. Give me a second.
Newbie, know how to repair? First, you have to find the proper repair frequency.
Yeah, thanks, boss. I know what I'm doing here.
Do it yourself.
Okay, you're all set.
Heads up, you got incoming. take the high road while I round the bend. Aye, aye, I told her.
And that was my introduction to EDN-3. Baptism by fire. The rest of the trip to base camp was uneventful, but my calm didn't last for long.
Look, you weren't her only friend on this base. We all miss Diaz. But I tried to warn you. Nevik would never use that as an excuse until they started seeing results.
It's not about Jeanette. You know it's not.
Oh, so you're still blaming me, though?
I never said that.
You didn't have to. You just checked out.
They're looking for something that doesn't exist. I'm directing my efforts where the science leads. That used to matter to you.
It still does, Bonnie, but this isn't my call. Nevik is footing the bill for this operation. They insisted.
And that's it. Not a peep from you.
Not a... It's only because of me that you still even have a job here.
Oh, yes, a job answering to... him.
Dr. Kovach, glad to see you made it in one piece.
Yes, it's been an eventful morning. Phil Braddock, I presume? Mm-hmm. Dr. Roman? Been some time.
Feels like yesterday, Kenny. You'll excuse me.
Okay. And you must be Jim Payton. You really stepped up out there, huh? You must have a million questions. Hope you don't mind being thrown into the deep end.
Sir, I'm here to work. All I need to know is how a man can earn some credits around here.
Thermal energy. That's the name of the game.
Acrid blood? Used to tell you, boss, we just spilled gallons of the stuff.
Oh, it's well more than that. Flows through everything on EDN-3. Creatures, tectonics, all the way down to the core. It's what makes life possible in a climate like this. No other substance like it in the universe.
And Nevik believes this can solve the energy crisis on Earth.
Well, I believe it can. We're here to study it. Find a way to make it viable, cost-effective for harvest and export. We are leaving no angle unexplored.
Very good. Science is always best, without boundaries.
Peyton and I got a lot of contracts that'll keep you busy. Construction, repairs on the base, but if you want to go home a rich man, you'll take on that hazard pay. Keep us supplied with this stuff.
Yes, sir. Just point me to my rig.
Peyton, I can't recommend strongly enough that you visit the quartermaster and get yourself a good hunting knife. You've seen how up close and personal the acrid can get. But first you want to head down to the service pit and inquire with our lead tech, Gale, as to the status of your rig. Welcome aboard, Jim. Doctor, if you'll stay and chat. Sorry you had to see that. You know Bonnie can have a flair for the dramatic.
Is that what that was? I assumed it was sarcasm. Usually she just yells at me.
Yeah, well, circumstances are a little different.
Attention! The water pipes in East Block will be frozen over for at least the next 2 hours. Turn all faucets on and keep them running until the problem is solved.
I know everyone's excited about the supply drop, but no crowding this time. I see anyone near the inventory out of turn. I'm docking his next paycheck for time lost.
Hello? Anybody home?
Oh! Hi! You must be the new Jeanette.
I guess. Call me Jim.
Jim, outstanding. Welcome to EDN-3, Jim. The E stands for extreme. Still working on the rest.
That's great, kid. You want to point me in the direction of your boss?
Mr. Braddock? I think you'd have seen him already, but yeah.
No, I mean the lead tech for this bay. I think they said her name was Gale.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's kind of me. I know. I hear it all the time. Girl's name. Shouldn't I be off looking for a date for junior prom? Dude, I understand you're concerned. Don't worry about a thing. I am totally getting college credit for this gig. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not in the mood. I read you.
Listen, kid. Gail. How about we do the get to know yous while we work on putting my rig together?
Whoa, hey. Are you serious?
Yeah. It was shipped ahead in pieces. Now that I'm here, we can build it.
The thing is, I kind of put it together last week.
Come again?
It's a nice solid rig you got. Pretty intuitive design. It was no trouble. I had fun with it, really. All the diagnostics checked out. In fact, I just got done with the finishing touches.
What finishing touches?
Threw on some spring-loaded Kerner retractors. Jeanette said they always came in handy when the heat was on, which happens more often than you think on an ice planet. Get it? Ice planet? Because the heat...
Kid, listen to me and listen close. I got 3 things in the world. My wife, my son, and this rig. Guess which one I'm counting on to take care of the other 2? You follow? That is my whole nest egg. I built it myself. I know every gear, every circuit, and I can't have her breaking down on me because some intern needed to show off.
Can I just say 2 quick things?
Please.
Okay, first, you can't really say in the world anymore because you're on another planet. Sorry, just pet peeve.
And
secondly, okay, it's your show, Jim. I'm just here to help out. Give it a test drive whenever you feel like it, and if it ain't ship-shape, break it all down by morning. Deal? I promise you won't be sorry.
let go of my hand.
Okay. Your rig's up in your bay. I'll meet you up there whenever you wander up. Take your time.
Jim Payton, please report to the quartermaster in the basement level. Jim Payton to the quartermaster.
If it's at all reassuring, Jeanette was always happy with my upgrades. Said I had great instincts.
This would be the Jeanette that got herself killed. Maybe I don't want to make that the crux of your argument.
Not gonna lie, that was a little dickish.
Okay, slight problem. Looks like the blast doors got frozen over solid. You'll need to manually force open the hydraulic door pistons with your claw arm. The pistons are on either side of the wall there. Great, now the other one. It's on the opposite wall. That should do it. Opening blast doors now. Be careful out there.
I'm here, fellas. You got pretty lucky. Landed on a solid outcropping. Seems stable enough. Anybody hurt?
Our life support's offline, and we could really use some air. Can you take a look at the exhaust on the TCS exchanger? It must have gotten crushed in the fall.
Yeah, I see it. Purge tubes are all tangled up. Give me a sec. I'll see what I can do.
I can hear the life support kicking in now. Thanks, Jim. You're a lifesaver.
All right, you fellas sit tight. The rescue teams will be down here in a jiff.
Thanks, new guy. I already like you better than LaRoche.
classes of storms based on unique characteristics. In ascending order of severity, they are Chancellor, Cardinal, Bishop, Monarch, and Emperor. Details can be found on page 185 of your NEVIC Operations Manual. Memorize and know the difference. Stay safe, stay educated.
Peyton. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. We surveyed a new thermal pocket nearby at Hanneman's Basin, and we'll need you to plant a T-post to drain the pocket. This is probably your most important duty, keeping the base supplied with T-energy. Uploading the coordinates to you now.
Hiya, Gracie. Got your message loud and clear. And the tunes. Great thought. Thanks. I'm here in one piece. Might be overstating it, but we made it. I'm safe. Just getting oriented. Yeah, there's nothing awkward about this at all. Guess we're gonna have to get used to it. Keep sending, okay? Remind me why I'm out here doing this. I miss you.
Have been set up as requested. 15% of your contract payments will be paid out to you in the form of T-energy, since that has become the normal currency around the base. The rest of your earnings will be credited to the account on Earth you provided. Butterparty out. job to keep Coronas fueled by finding these thermal pockets on your own, planting T-posts, and maintaining them when they're full. Harvest them regularly and you'll be raking in the credits in no time.
Got it, boss? I think this work is just my speed.
And so it went for weeks and months, until the extraordinary became commonplace. Sometimes being the one to get the call meant you ended up in some damn strange situations.
What's wrong?
Plenty.
Harmonizers aren't a side of juice. The one time I want an acre to attack.
Where was I?
Something about getting the call.
Yeah, right. Well, now you know how hard it is to communicate off-world. In those days, Nivek had a workaround. An antenna relay on the
Highest peak in the area, so we can call home to Mama with minimal storm interference. It's our lifeline. 2 hours ago, it went offline, and we don't know why. We're effectively cut off from sending and receiving any off-world communications. Some acrid probably got his claws into it.
So once again, you expect me to march out there and fight a horde of monsters in a rig without weapons, huh? Do you know how much of my income I waste on repairs? I want guns on my rig, a simple chain gun.
My hands are tied. Nevik regulations.
Yes, don't weaponize the construction vehicles, but I mean in this case...
Nothing. I'm not going to jeopardize my operation because of your nerve deficit. It's called hazard pay for a reason.
Oh, please.
Hey, boss. Just noticed ComSat's offline.
Yeah.
Mind if I hustle down to the relay station? Give her a gander?
I was just talking to Mr. LaRoche about that very thing. Apparently he's got some concerns about making nice with the wildlife.
Well, no, I don't want to just snake a man's contract.
No. Take it. Get yourself killed.
Not for at least double, I mean.
Done.
What?
Be back by supper time.
Quartermaster Bowers would like to inform the crew that new stock from the latest supply drop is now available.
Mr. Payton, this is Dr. Kovac. Can you read me?
Loud and clear, Doc. Kinda told you can call me Jim.
As you like, Mr. Jim. I was hoping you could pay me a visit in my lab, as your circumstances and logistics allow. Oh, and I believe I'm to mention that remuneration is involved.
So you have a job for me?
I believe I made that abundantly clear.
Oh, abundantly. I'll drop by soon, Doc.
Guys, we have a scheduled dismantling of the corrosion engine panel for hoisting up to Delta Station for expansion later this week. So watch for falling eyes along glide paths 12 and 6.
Jimmy, the science team cooked up a de-icing spray so your rig doesn't freeze with every bad storm. Alrighty, commencing anti-icing procedures. The spray ensures your rig won't freeze in place the second you step outside, but its protection is limited to storms rated below Cosmo class. Copy? Anything beyond that? No guarantees.
Hey baby, quick message, and not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today, I spent the better part of 20 minutes looking for a hat that I was wearing. This week, I found my keys in the door, on the outside, of course, my slippers in the shower, and my toothbrush in the refrigerator. Because you know how important dental hygiene is to produce. Seriously, what is happening? Unless the little man is telekinetic and evil, moving objects around with his mind just in order to drive me crazy, then your wife has become mentally unbalanced. So, that's good news, right? Yeah. I got things totally under control. I don't know. Kisses. Hey, baby. Quick message, and, not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today I spent the...
Jim, one more thing. There's a pump jack near the fueling depot that's frozen clean over. It's on your way to Shackleton's Peak, roughly. You should make good time getting there. Stop by and clear it off with your rig. In fact, you can consider that a standing contract. Anytime you see a frozen pump jack, just clear it off and invoice me later.
Broken. Shocking.
Sorry to bother you while you're at work, but it wouldn't kill you to take the trash out every once in a while? That was terrible. Hey, darling. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. You'd think it would feel normal by now, but it doesn't. Especially not for Hank. He never falls asleep the way he did when you tuck him in. Turns out you have the magic touch. Who'd have believed? Speak of the devil. I gotta go, babe. I love you.
What the hell? Oh, come on!
Hey, beautiful. Just sitting out another storm here. You know, out of nowhere while I was working the South Valley. Barely got to my rig in time. I don't want to overstate the obvious here, but it is brightly cold out here. Not just winter in Michigan cold. I took a deep breath this morning and the hair in my nostrils froze in place. No joke. Yeah, at least the air's clean, I'll give it that. I'd love to say I'm getting used to it, that the cold is growing on me. But it ain't. Since I came here on that ship, I haven't stopped thinking about you, Grace. Not for 1 minute. The bravery to let me go, raise our boy for a year or two, or who knows. You are a very special lady. If I could stay as strong as you, I might just make it through this. I mean, it is rightly cold out here. Love you, babe.
To the relay, you need to get to the top of the mountain. There's a heavy cargo tram system set up. Don't worry, it's plenty sturdy enough for your rig. You'll just need to use your claw to transfer the tram into place.
Procedure in progress.
Yeah, Jim Salvietti here. Listen, our remote feeds are confirming trouble with the tram system. It'll take a full reboot at the top of the summit to get it working, and you'll have to manually boot up each substation along the way. Pain in the ass, I know.
This is gonna be one of those days.